Now coming to the next fixture, that's the Newcastle versus Wolves game, in which Newcastle are ranked 4th in expected goals conceded and Wolves are ranked 15th. So I believe that Wolves will be conceding goals. We are seeing that João Pedro has a knock and Isak is also doubtful. So if you want a confirmed starter, I believe Mateta is a very good option. Now he has already had a remarkable season and scored 209 points, but his opponent Forest have conceded the second lowest number of goals in the league and have looked, immensely solid at the back. So that raises some questions, but as of now, he is the best captaincy pick in my opinion and the safest also. Hey guys, welcome back to another video from the Football Herd. Hope you're doing wonderfully well. So this is a Game Week 21 team selection video in which I'll be talking about the best fixtures to target for this week, then my team selection for Game Week 21, then the best differentials to own currently. I'll be talking about 3 players there, and last but not the least, the best captaincy choice for this game week. So lots to cover, and if you do like this video, please do drop a like and subscribe to my channel. That will mean a lot to me. So without delaying any further, let's get started. Now in Game Week 21, I'll be targeting 4 fixtures. The first one being the United versus Southampton game, purely because Southampton have looked shambolic at the back and they are currently ranked 20th when we talk about the expected goals conceded. They have a score of 45.8, which is pretty high. And I believe that the kind of football that United are playing, they will be able to capitalize on those chances that they will get. Assets like Dalot, then Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes is wonderful in my opinion. Just like we saw in the previous game week against Liverpool, where they put on a very good, decent show. And I believe that that should be a very good building block for United in the upcoming games. Now coming to the next fixture, that's the Newcastle versus Wolves game, in which Newcastle are ranked 4th in expected goals conceded and Wolves are ranked 15th. So I believe that Wolves will be conceding goals, and the kind of blistering form that the Newcastle front 3 are in, even though we know that Isak is having a knock and he'll be rested for the cup game, but we can be pretty optimistic that he will be starting against Wolves in Game Week 21. So assets like Murphy, then Anthony Gordon, Lewis Hall and Isak will be in the top in my opinion, and it should be a pretty amazing game week for them. Now coming to the third fixture, that's the Leicester versus Palace game. Now I believe that Palace also have been pretty awesome of late, and assets like Eze, Sarr, Munoz and Mateta are right up there. When we talk about the numbers, now Palace are ranked 11th and Leicester are ranked 18th when we talk about the expected goals conceded. So Leicester have also looked shambolic at the back and they are conceding goals galore. So I believe that it should be a very good game for the Crystal Palace assets. Now coming to the fourth fixture, that's the West Ham versus Fulham game. Now Fulham are ranked 6th and West Ham are ranked 17th when we talk about the expected goals conceded. So that shows the stark difference between the two sides, just so because it's a West Ham home game. But I believe that Fulham will be able to capitalize. Assets like Iwobi, then Robinson, then Raul Jimenez should be pretty awesome. And though West Ham have sacked their manager and there could be a manager bounce, but I believe that it should be a decent win for Fulham as of now. Now in this segment, I will be talking about 3 key players who could be amazing differentials for your teams. Because we already know that if you want to climb up the ranks, it's very important to own proper differentials who will be able to push your rank more further. So the first player that I would talk about is none other than Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United. Now Bruno has already got 1 assist and 2 goals from 15 shots in the last 6 game weeks, and his percentage of goals involvement in the Manchester United side is 50%. Just like in the Liverpool match also, we saw that everything that United do up front goes through Bruno Fernandes. So he's a very good asset in my opinion, and just so they're facing Southampton in Game Week 21 makes it more enticing in my opinion. And he's already scored 25 points in the last 6 game weeks, which I believe is a bit of underperformance. But right from this game week, I believe that he is one of those players who will be very fundamental and very crucial to United. So he is my first pick when we talk about the differentials. Now the second differential that I'd like to talk about is none other than Munoz from Crystal Palace. Now Munoz has been the most attacking defender from Crystal Palace, and we are seeing that he's taking more advanced positions in the formation that we see them playing, which has already translated to 1 goal from 6 shots. He has already created 1 big chance with an XG of 1.6 in the last 6 game weeks, which is amazing in my opinion. And if you're willing to bring on some or transfer in some defensive assets, I believe Munoz is the best pick right now. And also the fact that he's a differential makes it more enticing in my opinion. So he is right up there and one of the best differentials to consider for Game Week 21. Now coming to the third player that I have picked, which is none other than Mateta, again from Crystal Palace. Now we are seeing that João Pedro has a knock and Isak is also doubtful. So if you want a confirmed starter, I believe Mateta is a very good option who has already contributed to 1 goal for 12 shots. Now he has not had a very decent run before Game Week 20 in my opinion, but he's taking amazing positions but missing a lot of chances. But I believe it's just a matter of time, and the fixture run that Crystal Palace have after this is pretty amazing. Now they have Leicester, West Ham, Brentford and United up next. So I believe that it's a very decent run of games, and having a double up or triple up of Crystal Palace assets is a no-brainer in my opinion, and where Mateta is a very good shout in my opinion. So he completes the third position in my defensive watch list. This is how my team looks for Game Week 21. So in goal, I've got Dean Henderson, who faces a Leicester side. It's an away fixture, and we have seen that he is unable to keep a clean sheet of late. But I believe that there will be a lot of safe points for him. And just for the fact that apart from Jamie Vardy, none of the assets of Leicester are that much potent of scoring a goal, we can also be optimistic of him keeping a clean sheet in this one. So coming to my defense, I have a back three of Lewis Hall, Robinson and Konza as of now. But I'm pondering on the change of Colville to Munoz and replacing Konza. So I have not made that change yet, but that is something I'm thinking out loud. And all the other two fixtures that my defenders have, like Lewis Hall has a Wolves home game. I believe that Newcastle have a very high probability of keeping a clean sheet here, and the attacking prowess that Lewis Hall has is also tremendous. So it's a very lucrative game week for my defender. Now coming to Robinson, the king of assists, as we say, has already got 7 assists in this campaign, which is amazing. And he's taking those advanced positions down the left. And I believe that he's a very fundamental player for Fulham. And this West Ham away fixture should be a very enticing one for Robinson as well. Now the third pick, that is Konza, who he has an Everton away fixture. Now we have also seen that Everton have sacked their manager, and they are looking at some options right there. So that can be a very good area to capitalize in my opinion for Aston Villa, and it should be a very decent outing for Konza as well. And we have seen that Everton have not scored that many amount of goals, and they have missed a lot of chances. So that also enhances his appeal as a defender of keeping a clean sheet also. Now, having said that, coming to my midfield comprises of Amad Diallo, who faces Southampton. Now, Amad has given a brilliant 9-pointer return against Liverpool also. I have been brave enough to start him. So, kudos to me. And in this Southampton fixture also, I am expecting the same from him. And coming to the next player, that's Ismaila Sarr, and he has a Leicester away fixture. Now, Sarr has been disappointing of late, but I believe that this should be a very good game week for him. And last but not the least, this will be the second last or opportunity for him in my team. If he's unable to perform, then I'll be looking to transfer him out and bring someone like Eze, or there are also brilliant assets in that price bracket per se. Now coming to the third player in my team, that's none other than Mohamed Salah. Now Salah has the Nottingham Forest away fixture, which is a very difficult one in my opinion, but Mohamed Salah being Mohamed Salah, I believe that he will be up there with any kind of contribution, and he has not let down his fantasy managers whatsoever this season. He's firing on all cylinders, and which is the main reason why we are seeing that his effective ownership is always up there in the 190s and the 180s, because all the FPL managers are captaining him, and it's a captain and forget kind of an option. So I believe it should be a tough game, but it should be comfortable for Salah, if not for any other asset. Now coming to the fourth midfielder, that's none other than Cole Palmer. Now Cole Palmer faces a Bournemouth home game at Stamford Bridge. I believe it should be a tricky fixture for Chelsea, and it should be an open game because Bournemouth are also pretty amazing going forward. But having said that, they will miss Evan Nilsson because he's out and Enacional is also out. So we might see that someone like Semenyo or Kluivert will be playing as the false nine up top. So that can change a lot of things, that can enhance their attack, or also it can hamper their attack, because someone like Semenyo down the left was very much menacing in my opinion, and we're not sure as to how much effective he will be when we see him playing as out-and-out striker. So that completes my midfield, and in my attack I have a front three which starts with Alexander Isak. Now I believe that Isak is also a doubt, but he should be okay in my opinion. And this Wolves game is something that I would not want him to miss, because it should be goals galore for Newcastle, because they are firing on all cylinders. And the second man in my forwards is João Pedro. Now, João Pedro is a serious doubt in my opinion. He has an Ipswich away game, which is also pretty amazing, and followed by Erling Haaland, who has a Brentford away fixture. So if you take a closer look at my team, I have a very fluidic bench, and so that gives me the confidence of starting both Isak and João Pedro and not worrying too much about whether to bench them or transfer them out. I have a very fluidic bench of Rodgers and Colwill, whom I can handsomely call out if none of my players start. But having said that, I am pondering that one move that I was just talking about, that is Colwill to Munoz, which will give me a bench of Konza, Rodgers and Howard Bellies. So this is all about my team. I'll talk about the captain in my next section. In my captaincy metrics, I have opted for 3 picks. That is the first one being, which is but obvious, that it's Mohamed Salah. The second is Alexander Isak, and the third is Bruno Fernandes. Now I'll talk at length about each of the picks. Now because Mohamed Salah has had a league high tally of 15 big chances created with an impressive of XA of 4.5, which also highlights his ability to set up his teammates for scoring opportunities. Now he has already had a remarkable season and scored 209 points, but his opponent Forest have conceded the second lowest number of goals in the league and have looked immensely solid at the back. So that raises some questions, but as of now he is the best captaincy pick in my opinion, and the safest also. Now coming to the next option, that's Alexander Isak. Now while Salah boasts of a very high XG per big chance creation, we have also seen that Alexander Isak's exemplary expected goals, which is around 11.66ish, which is translated to 119 points, makes him a very valuable team player in my opinion. And he faces Wolves, who rank 15th in expected goals conceded and have also conceded a league high tally of 45 goals. I repeat, no other team has conceded so many number of goals like Wolves, so that also enhances Isak's appeal. So he is in number 2 slot. And coming to my third slot, or the third pick, that's Bruno Fernandes. Now he has the lowest big chance creation among all these, and the expected goals, right? And but his exemplary expected assist of 3.61 with 88 points, and a Southampton fixture who rank 20th in expected goals conceded, and we've already conceded 44 goals in this campaign, just second to what Wolves have, enhances his appeal. So in my opinion, it's a very tough call. So if you want to conclude and want my opinion, then I would say that if you want a safe captaincy option, go with Mohamed Salah, because his expected or his effective ownership would be quite high this game week also. It won't be as high as 180-190% in my opinion, but it should be around 150-160. And Isak is also a very decent shout, and his effective ownership should be at least around 80-90% in my opinion. And if you want a differential captain, go for Bruno Fernandes from these 3 options. That is all from my side, as long as the captaincy is concerned. That's it guys, that was all about the Game Week 21 team selection video. If you have liked this video, please do drop a like and subscribe to my channel. That will mean a lot to me. And all the best for Game Week 21, and if you have any questions, please do drop them below. I'll be very happy to answer them for you. And make sure you subscribe this channel and my Twitter as well, where we'll be posting the final team before the deadline. And all the best for Game Week 21. I'll catch you guys in the next one.